time is almost upon us. No nation is to be spared from judgment, however great or modest, be it Erebonia or Calvard, Le Mans or Orid. I hope, with all my heart, your leaders have the clarity to make the right decisions before it is too late. And with that, I bid you a good day.
Ooh. Still hear the water moving, so that's...
What just happened?
Did we all see that? Vision?
It must have been Elysium's final prediction of the future. Which means it's not too late.
Oh, fucking thing.
Please, I'm begging you. Please help me! I want to save Rufus!
Oh boy. Okay, gotcha. How far back are we?
Consider your request accepted.
You're sure?
You really going back in there?
There's a lot I still want to say to him. Besides, how are we supposed to call this case closed without taking every suspect into custody?
That's right. We've never done things half-baked.
I will see you back to the tower. I only regret to say, the instability of the spirit veins means I cannot take you all.
Then I would like to be one of the ones to go. I have an obligation as his brother to see this through. I'll be back soon, Milliam.
Got it. Take care, okay?
We're going too.
The boss owes us big for all the OT he's made us put in, and I'm not letting him off the hook. Parfaits are on me once we finish this and cash out, okay, LP? Thank you. Both of you.
I wish I could go, but I'm sorry to say I'm spent. Rufus is in your hands. I believe in you guys.
You can leave reaching out to folks and evacuating the citizens to us. Go put a bow on this once and for all.
You better come back. Drag the stubborn bastard out by the scruff of his neck if you have to.
Got it.
Come then, to me!
Shame none of the Iron Bloods are going. If we do have to fight through as this group...
It's even hotter than earlier.
I had hoped to take you to the central terminal, but the spirit veins appear to have led us astray.
It's fine. We know the way there.
We just got a beeline to where the vision showed us.
Yeah. Let's get back to the central terminal.
We're coming, Rufus.
How much time can we... Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Oh, I was hoping to do the quick travel real quick.
People of Zemuria.
Oh, shit.
I am Rufus Alberea, Supreme Leader of the United Nation of Crossbell.
Has he lost his mind? How could he do this? Oh, that's it.
Well...
Nobody makes my LP cry and gets away with it!
You said it. We'll have to teach him a lesson once we find him.
Oh yeah, I ran through this a few times. I do remember this one.
It has become painfully clear to me that creation can only come following destruction. The vital act of uniting this continent was never going to be possible without significant sacrifice.
Rufus, must you be this way?
We have to get him to come to his senses before it's too late.
Indeed. For those who are waiting for us to come back, and for me as his brother.
Yep. Real quick, just in case. Just in case. Also just in case. He is not set up for shit. Ooh, actually just walk through this one drop, really? I actually thought it might have been time, like the active voices would act as the timer.
I shall not prolong our wait a moment longer. The divine lightning will strike without mercy, purging any who impede our path to a more righteous nation.
Crap. Broadcast is almost over.
And it's getting hotter in here by the second. We gotta floor it, LP! We'll get there. Wait for us, Rufus, please.
We'll set him straight and put all to right. Guy, I could use your strength now.
Rufus! Where are you, Rufus? He's not here?
Then, where could he...
Watch out!
Huh? Huh?
You can still move?
Whatever. We'll take you down as many...
Wait, something is different. Are you?
I didn't think I'd get a chance like this at the very end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Really? Okay.
I've really missed you, Eustace. You too, Lloyd.
You're Reen, right? The other possible Reen who fused with Ishmelka.
Huh?
Yeah. It's me. Thanks to your win. I've been given a little time to be myself.
I see.
It was vague for me, but still, I was able to watch. Milliam and Crow looked like they were doing well.
They are. They were quick to go right back to being their old selves. Though Milliam may as well have glued herself to me at this point.
Why doesn't that surprise me? I'm so glad. It was worth it.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known we were going to meet you, I would have brought her with us.
Don't worry about it. It's enough knowing there was a future where everyone could be happy.
Reen.
Interesting.
I don't have anywhere near as much time as I wish I had, but there's something I think you need to know. It's what I saw at the end of another future.
What do you mean?
It's about 3 years from now. Maybe not even that far off at this point. In the not-so-distant future.
It's okay. I appreciate you trying to warn us, but we might be better off not knowing.
I agree. We've said goodbye to Elysium, and with that, we've said goodbye to hearing more what-ifs.
Whatever comes to happen, we'll get through it. You can count on it. Not just the SSS, We've met so many great people who support us from all walks of life, and I have no doubt that there will be plenty more to come.
All right. Maybe. That's just the way it should be. I'll leave everything in this timeline to you. Keep an eye out on everyone. Including me.
Sure, Rain. Easy done.
A thought, and it can't be because Eustace was aware of it. Like the idea that they made your romantic choice canon to the other route.
Look!
Do you think? Let's go see.
I think we were close enough to the end that, man, I'm surprised we had enough time to do that.
It's almost time. I can only laugh. I lived such a hollow life. I never became more than my father. I never achieved anything of worth. And yet, I feel strangely fulfilled.
Rufus!
Rufus!
Why are you...
You just had to go out of your way to make this job difficult for us.
Thought you could take your exit without paying up, did you?
You didn't... Did you come all this way to save me? Even you, Eustace and Lloyd? Or perhaps you wanted to get in one last punch?
You've earned far more than one, my brother.
I'll say. It's time you owned up to just how many offenses you've committed. Lord Rufus Alberea, I hereby place you under arrest. Your sins are too numerous to count. But the worst, the very worst of them all, is the crime of not understanding just how damn loved you really are.
Same lesson that Reen basically went on about. You could sort of see the combining theme of this particular one.
How did I not see it? That I had what I wanted this whole time.
Let's go, Zeit!
Rufus just speedrun the theme of the entire story. Of the Cold Steel arc particularly, right? It's always interesting to see the intent behind the narrative work when you can see all those things being very clearly doubled up between different characters and whatnot, because you typically write a lot of the characters and events to specifically ingrain those things.
Any luck?
Right?
None. Can't find a thing in the logs.
Oh, looking for Valimar in them?
Same for you then. I was hoping there'd be something. Sucks for us.
Yeah. And I guess that's just how things were meant to be. It's been a week since then. The weapon that terrified the entire continent was now no more. And with the fall of the tower, Calvard withdrew its military, declaring it would intervene no further. It was funny. We thought Crossbell would need time to get back on its feet. Its people took an almost veteran approach in easing back into their routines. Each district was eager to cooperate in full with the CPD and CGF for the city's restoration efforts, making it a relatively quick process on the whole.
They've done it a few times at this point, I imagine.
These efforts were supplemented by the many kind offers of aid extended by Erebonia, Liberl, Reverie, and even Calvert. The days went on. Before anyone had realized, life in Crossbell was back to normal.
Holy moly.
Many from Thor's chose to stay in Crossbell to help with restoration efforts, further restore relations with the Empire, and to investigate the myriad mysteries that had been left unexplained in the wake of the dwindling chaos. How the Divine Knights saved us, and where they had gone, being two of them.
Well, he said that he was able to be here because Elysium reestablished the idea. Right.
So they really are gone, huh?
Maybe. That or they're... He said that he was watching the whole time, so... What we do know is that regardless of where exactly they are, there's some semblance of their existence. I assume basically in the spirit veins to some extent, right? It seems likely that the spirit veins basically would be what's connected to, what's connected to all that, afterlife and, all the other stuff and all that sort of fun things, right?
Would it have hurt to stick around another minute or two and shoot the shit with us?
I'd say it's a miracle we got the time we did. Let's just be happy we could see them again.
Fair. So, to recap, Crossbell got reoccupied, C2.0 ran around, an 8th Divine Knight gave us a what's up, and then out popped a tower. Hell of a week. Might give the Twilight a run for its Mira.
Yeah, I was just thinking. It really was sort of like a speed run of sort of Crossbell and the Cold Steel arcs in a sense.
I almost don't know how we managed to wrap up so much. But who knows? If what that other me was trying to tell Lloyd is any indication, then this isn't the end. Not yet. In fact, it might just be the beginning.
No rest for your old pal Crow, huh? Well, nothing to it but to do it. Can't have Ordine and Valimar stressing about us running our own future into the ground.
You got that right.
Hey! Reen! Crow!
We gotta get going, Instructor!
Milliam and Eustace will be joining us after making a quick detour.
Oh, I wonder where...
Whoops. Time flies when you're having fun.
That it does. We're coming! It'll be okay. No matter what the future has in store, as long as we're together, I know it'll be okay. You agree, don't you, partner?
Aww. He was a little late on it for Reen to... I wonder if Reen will see eventually. Either way, he obviously knows as much, right?
Where am I?
Oh, that looks familiar.
Good morning. I think.
Rufus! Oh, thank goodness! I was getting so scared that you might never wake up again.
Huh.
Lapis, how's he doing?
I keep forgetting about that.
Up at last, I see. Good morning to you, Sunshine. How does it feel to be back from Adios' side?
Prince Olivert. My place is certainly in Gehenna, not with the goddess. I didn't expect to survive.
I'm sure. You owe living to Lloyd, Eustace, and your young friends like Lapis here. You suffered heavy bleeding and burns across your entire body. Had they been any slower in bringing you in? Though whether you see this as salvation or divine punishment is up to you.
I'd found the perfect place to die, and I let it slip by me. Adios can be so very cruel.
Hey, I don't like that kind of talk.
Well, I'm glad you're awake. And your timing could not be more perfect. I've been visiting here day in and day out, hoping I'd be around when you did.
So you could tell me my fate in person, I assume.
Your numerous crimes during the war earned your place in a cell well enough.
He already was in a cell, right, at the beginning of all this?
Add your escape from said cell and all that you've since done to your list of offenses, and the death penalty is as good as guaranteed. Of course, death sentences can only be given to those still alive. At 5 p.m. on March 22nd, that weapon of nightmares malfunctioned and destroyed itself. Supreme Leader Rufus Alborea, believed to be inside at the time, lost his life in the explosion. People of Zemuria witnessed it all happen with their own eyes due to your broadcast. There is no doubt what they saw. But then who could this fellow before me possibly be? You've heard about that very strapping bard they all say is a dead ringer for Prince Olivert, I'm sure. They do say everyone has a look-alike.
I dearly hope you aren't expecting that to work. And I don't understand why you would fabricate this story. You have nothing to gain by protecting me after what I've done.
I'm not here to protect you. I'm here to present a most unfortunate truth. Your nobility, your home, and even your name are no longer yours to claim. Never again will you have a place in the Empire. You also lost your chance to atone for your sins, and that may cause you a suffering like no other in the days to come. No one can protect you from how difficult life will be for you from here on.
I don't see what's so difficult about it. You can just be like me, Nadia, and Swin. Ah! Guess what, Rufus?
Did they do something in his will so that they actually settled his debts with Nadia and Swin so that they actually got paid?
I'm going on a journey! I want to learn more about the world that created Elysion. And a journey is much too wearisome to undergo alone, so I demand you come with me.
Huh? You're demanding I become a doll's attendant?
Is that such a terrible thing? Attending to the needs of a proud Rosenberg doll is the honor of a lifetime. I believe this agreement will serve both of us very well. What do you say?
I say that I suppose it might. Maybe it really isn't such a bad idea.
There's no shame in telling me how happy you are, you know. Oh, he's up!
Oh, Oliver's just like, I think he's smiling.
Hello there. I'm sorry to have worried you so.
You'll never understand just how much you did. But knowing you're still with me is all I could ask for.
You sap. You're looking like a million Mira now that he's clocked back in, LP. Yay!
Talk about anything nice before we got here?
Oh, since you're both here, did you want to...
Hold that thought. It's almost time. I'm sure you do have much to discuss, but this is a historic moment that won't be coming round again.
What is it?
Oh, the Independence. I bet that's, yeah, their actual ceremony's going to go through. Properly.
At last, the day we have so longed for is here.
Yay, everything's winding up and we still haven't finished that extra fourth stratum. Okay.
Try as many an obstacle did to stray us from our path, we persevered. Come what did to wear us down body and soul, we never gave up hope. For the strength of our hardships has never once been stronger than our desire to help one another overcome. We earned our dream. Now, with pride in our hearts, may we join hands with our neighbors and walk forth into a new era.
You okay, buddy? I don't think I've ever seen you look so jittery.
You're more nervous than I've ever been before going on stage. Are you sure you don't want me to do this in your place? I'm used to public speaking.
No. I can do it. I just don't want to let the speaker down after he asked me.
You've got this, Lloyd.
You won't have time to think about nerves once you get started.
It is now my greatest honor to announce our independence as Crossbell State.
Get up there and kill it, Lloyd.
My arms are here to console you if you screw it up.
That almost sounds like you want him to screw up. You'll do great out there.
Thanks. All right. Here I go.
This moment would not be complete without me calling upon a very special guest to impart a few words. Detective Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section, if you so kindly would.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Lloyd Bannings.
Feels like a good place to cut it for aspect ratio change. Ooh. The Legend of Heroes. Trails into Reverie. Interesting choice of 3. Okay. Not that Altina's a bad one, but she's not as central as the other two. I just want to look at the... Yeah, I just want to look at all the art now. Hey! End of game, though! That 4th stratum's still not done. Whoops. I guess I missed something. Maybe. We're gonna find out at the very least. Are you kidding me? They did not make... What is he holding? Oh, wait. Is that actually... That is... brazen. Oh. If that's what I think it is. Totally in line with what he'd do, too. Oh, no. Kurt's future is looking very specific. Oh no, Kurt's future is looking very, very specific. Festival, they're gonna do a theater thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Success. I think we... Kurt's true future. Yes, he really does take off for his mother. Oh, and Yuna plays the... It's a gender bent one where Yuna plays the guy, it looked like. Oh, I wonder if that was the same play that they did in the festival in... Was it 2nd chapter or 3rd? Jubilee showed up as he was exiting the hospital and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that's nice of her. They never really got... Oh my goodness, actually no, that's significant in the sense of what that means, because of what she thought of him. Nice. Oh, and they got to actually go see it then. I should be talking about the game too, right? Oh, just switching to the side. The fate of Mishi. Arios' epilogue. Mishi. Oh, Jingo made one of these. Nice. Hell yeah, Arios is just like half-heartedly. Yep. Yay. And they all managed to get together to go out to the Nord Highlands and spend time together as friends. I assume that's the Nord Highlands. I don't remember seeing that amount of alcohol when I was there, though. But, hey, they say people used to drink alcohol more than water, because the water was not necessarily clean. I really like the sort of like watercolor style painting that they seem to have done for these. And of course those guys get back together. And we saw what their everyday after going back to normalcy was always going to be via the daydreams, so. They gotta graduate eventually, too. Oh, are we gonna see that in this, maybe, at some point? That would be really cool. You think he would have cut his hair or something just to look less like his classic look? But no. They get like a bobcat or... Yeah, okay. Is that might be Jingo in the background. I wonder if he got to keep his money. I wonder if they ever got paid. I doubt he got to keep his money properly, but... I'm actually sort of just watching lines go down. It's actually very interesting. Aww. That's really cute. Now, okay, game. Ooh. Nope, still more. Trails into Reverie. Well, that was a lot of fun. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie is finished for the present. That's interesting wording. To be continued in the near future? Thank you for playing. Are you just talking about... What? Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about just a trail series in general? Okay. I don't remember them phrasing it like that before, but okay. Either way, yeah, save clear data. Oh, this is a good way to start the new year. So, the Reverie Corridor has been You can explore and enjoy the Reverie Corridor even after finishing the game. Load a save after the main story has been cleared to explore beyond the fourth stratum and acquire new ceiling stones. There's plenty of additional content to be explored, so why not see what you can find? While the post-main contact takes place solely inside the Reverie Corridor, you can still save your data and start a new playthrough at any time. Carry over notebook and Reverie Corridor data to begin a new playthrough of the Reverie Corridor in its post-main content state. Yeah. I mean... I assume they're like memories are just going to go back to pre because that's how the memories work, even if they are technically hereafter. Maybe, possibly. More content. I wonder how much. Ooh. Oh, we never got an explanation over the connection between... Termination unsuccessful. All active processes could not be stopped. So presumably this is part of Elysium, right? Termination unsuccessful. We have this little piece of Elysium still around. Does seem to be what it's implying? Post-game state has been unlocked. Huh. You can now access the 4th stratum second half. About post-game Reverie Corner. You can continue joining the Reverie Corner even after clearing... Yeah, you've told me that. There's plenty of additional content to discover even though the main game is so why not see what you can find? Yeah, you told me that. You won't be able to directly return to the real world and save, but you can create clear data at any time by inspecting the mirror. Okay. You can now freely select which character you would like to walk around the Reverie Garden as. Really? Okay, we're there then. You can choose which character you'd like to control when walking around and exploring the post-game Reverie corridor. Please choose your initial party. Same party as normal. Same party as I've always had. You can now use Enlightened Spirit Unification, Chain more powerful self buffing craft without the downside Chain Spirification head. Okay, basically we don't have to turn down then. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. And people are in new places, which means we okay. Okay, well, how much should I talk about it now? Because clearly we have more to do. I will say, as a summation of my feelings on the game, is that I thought it's a lot of fun. It's as good as basically any Trails game. It's hard to say it has anywhere near of an emotional impact on me as any of the other, many of the other games have had. Mainly on the basis of, I'd say it has a similar emotional impact on me as Sky the Third. In the sense that the feeling of climactic stuff had already... the feeling of climax of the story had already happened. This feels like an epilogue, sort of, that plays out the themes and brings them to, honestly, yes, a more satisfying conclusion of all of them. But I also had that feeling of climax and whatnot. The feeling of climax, that sounds weird to say. I had that feeling of finality to it already, which I was pretty happy with. And that was years ago. So it's hard for me to sit here and say, yeah, I really, really wanted to play more of these guys' story. Because I'm very much the sort of person that, while I enjoyed this, and obviously it was 100% the however 80 to 100 hours it's been in the game so far, it also very much makes me sort of itching for like, ooh, that 3-year thing especially. It had some really interesting lore stuff with Elysium. That was really interesting. I like that a lot. And I also, that 3-year thing, that sounded a lot like, I think that's what the Grandmaster character said at the end of Cold Steel 4th stuff, I think, possibly, maybe, kind of. If I remember, 3 years matches up with that. So I can't imagine that Daybreak might well run up into that, depending on how they time stuff out. That or, it would be sort of weird if we went an entire another arc with 3 years being foreshadowed now, and the 3 years later sort of impending something's going to happen, end of the world sort of thing. That would be interesting. Or it would be weird if they, as a storyteller, if they were foreshadowing it so on the nose of, yeah, something's happening, something's gonna happen, and then we go through an entire another arc and we don't get any of that. That would be weird. With that said, yeah, no, I thought this was a nice sort of like, almost like epilogue chapter for Reen's group. A nice little epilogue chapter for Lloyd's group. Feels like it had a sense of finality that was certainly more satisfying than previous stuff. Not that I'm gonna say I disliked what was there before, simply that it's a nice little bow on top of the gift wrapping. But that's sort of what it is, right? For them. Good story, enjoyable, some real cool concepts of lore-wise and whatnot. C-story, very much sort of a sped run theme of the whole thing, to take a villain and sort of have him sort of like, yeah, okay, here's the theme of the Cold Steel arc. Have at it. And that was enjoyable in itself. And I'd probably have enjoyed that more if it was by itself. I'm not saying it was unenjoyable. There's so many asterisks I have to put on this. Basically, my thoughts basically boil down to there's not a thing in this game that I don't enjoy. It's all pretty good. But also, my ultimate feeling coming out of it is sort of itching to play Daybreak. Because of the sheer amount there is in this series at this point, it really would benefit from one, a fresh start to start that new emotional journey, and a fresh start in order to give us a little bit of a reset on the amount of stuff to just pay attention to. Obviously, there will be the overarching world lore and all that sort of stuff, but beyond that, I think that's probably a good place to end it. And I don't know how much is left, so I'm definitely going to do this at another time. So I'll see you all next time, and drive safely, everyone.